Okay.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
What made you decide to become an assassin?
I was asked to become one. The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
You've been killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until I was 12. They were training me. I was not to be used and thrown away. I was an investment.
You were a child, not an investment.
I've given you the wrong idea. They valued me, yes, as a resource, but also as a person. They regretted their need for me.
The Hanar? Excessively polite, worship the Protheans? They don't seem the type who train assassins.
Every species trains assassins. The Hanar are only unusual in that they need other species to do the killing for them. They have a strong grip and natural toxins, but have you ever seen one move quickly outside of water? Or fire a gun?
Why did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the Compact. It was an honor for our family.
The Compact?
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us, some of us, from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is the Compact.
What exactly are the terms of the Compact?
There are many things the Hanar can't do, even with mechanical aid. They ask Drell to assist them.
This can't be legal. They made your whole race into slaves.
Don't insult me, Shepard. Anyone can refuse to serve. Few do. We owe our existence to the Hanar. We are proud to repay the debt.
The way you describe it, the Hanar sound like weaklings.
Out here, they are. But if you could see them in the encompassing, the oceans of Kaje, you would see them differently. A stream of silver in the dark, looping, diving. So fast the eye can't follow. Laughter like the squeals of a child fighting against the water. They fly over the black of the seabed like birds, plumed with the light of heaven.
But you don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... Laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch. He dies. Then, the smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-colored eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances away. My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your time.
I am glad you came. I must ask for your help. That is not easy for me.
It's all right. Just tell me what you need.
When we met on Ilium, I told you about a very dangerous person I was pursuing. Using the information you obtained, I have located her. She's been going by the name Morinth. I would like to apprehend her before she disappears again.
Didn't you say you'd pick up her trail after our mission?
I know where she is, right now. In a month, she may be gone. This is the best opportunity I've ever had.
How important is this?
Killing her has been my focus for 400 years. It is the most important thing in my life, and the reason I became a Justicar.
Where is she?
Omega, a nightclub called Afterlife, which seems a perfect place for her to hunt.
Tell me about her.
She is an Ardot Yakshi. It is a term from a dead Asari dialect. It means demon of the night winds, but that is mythology. She is simply a very dangerous woman who kills without mercy.
So is an Ardot Yakshi a special kind of murderer?
Morinth suffers a rare genetic disorder. When she mates with you, there is no gentle melding of nervous systems. She overpowers yours, burns it out, hemorrhages your brain. You end up a mindless shell, and soon after, you are dead.
So you hunt down these Asari just because they're born with a genetic condition?
It manifests with maturity. When one is diagnosed, she is offered the chance to live in seclusion and comfort. If she refuses, it shows her addiction to the ecstasy she gets from killing her mates. There is no redemption for such a person.
They have to choose between prison and death.
It is an addictive condition. Remember how adaptive we are. If Morinth does not want to be cured, she won't be.
Why isn't this ever mentioned in Asari literature or art?
When we were primitive, there was much fascination with Ardat Yakshi. Some cultures worshipped them as gods of destruction. Now the Asari have a place in the galaxy, and they don't wish this defect to be widely known. As far as I know, only 3 exist today. 2 chose a life of seclusion. The 3rd ran.
Morinth.
She ran, and I am sworn to kill her.
I don't know that I blame her for running.
When she fled, she proved her addiction. She was not taking a great moral stand. She simply wants to keep killing. She is a tragic figure, but not a sympathetic one.
Can't she abstain?
Each encounter gives her strength. The effect is narcotic. The more she does it, the more she needs to do it. She will never stop. She can't.
This is definitely worthy of your full attention.
She confuses her victims, twists their feelings. They will do anything for her favor.
We need to stop her.
Thank you, Commander. There are no words to express what this means to me. There is one thing more. This creature, this monster. She is my daughter.
You said this is genetic. How many children do you have?
3. And 3 Ardat Yakshi are in existence today. It is as it sounds. Morinth was always the wild one. She was happy and free, but selfish.
It can't be easy to talk about.
My daughter's condition is my fault, and my redemption lies in killing her. Do not pity me. Simply understand my situation.
How did all this happen?
I spent my youth on the move, adventuring. I killed people, mated with them, or just danced the night away. I learned so much, experienced so much, and then my matron days came. I could finally sit back, bask and enjoy my family. But in one moment, it was all taken away.
It sounds terrible.
I sat in a med lab while a nearsighted doctor droned at me, and I learned that nothing was as I thought it would be. I gave up all that I possessed. I own nothing, claim nothing. All my knowledge will die with me. Now my purpose is to destroy my own children.
Those moments change you.
And I've hundreds of years left to live with that. I say too much. Forgive me. Help me find my long-lost daughter. And kill her.
We'll go find Morinth.
Okay. Then I will check on Miranda.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'd been meaning to speak with you, in fact. I wanted to apologize. I didn't fully believe you'd be up to the task, and it seems I was wrong. Frankly, based on what I've seen, I wish Cerberus had recruited you earlier.
I trust you, but I don't trust Cerberus. Your experiments cross the line.
All the time, yes. But I recall a Spectre who crossed a few lines while hunting down Saren and the Geth. And we'd be lucky to have you. Too many join us out of simple xenophobia. We need more people here for the right reasons.
What was Cerberus trying to prove by experimenting on children like Jack?
A mistake, no question. Not mine. And one that was corrected once we discovered the extent of the experiments being performed.
I saw your bases years ago. You were using Rachni, Thorian creepers, even husks to make your own army.
The husks were already dead. The Thorian creatures were mindless, and the Rachni were abandoned once we understood their intelligence. We weren't breeding an army, we were breeding expendable shock troops for high-risk scenarios. How many soldiers died in Saren's attack on Eden Prime? How many would have lived if we'd had just a dozen Rachni soldiers on our side?
With your intelligence, you could have landed any job you wanted. Why choose this?
Because I still envy the time Morden spent with the Special Tasks Group, working with people as smart as he was. Cerberus never tells me that something is impossible. They give me my resources and say do it. And they've given you even more. A new life, a new ship, the elusive man's personal attention.
What, you disapprove?
No, I'm just impressed. You're... well, look at you. A kid from the slums of Earth. No family, little formal education. And you've done more than I could. Despite everything my father did to make me perfect, you're the best humanity has to offer.
You always bring up your genetic tailoring. It really bothers you, doesn't it?
This is what I am, Shepard. I can't hide it. The intelligence, the looks, even the biotics. He paid for all of that. Every one of your accomplishments is due to your skill. The only things I can take credit for are my mistakes.
You're not coasting on good genes, Miranda. Your ability and your dedication speak for themselves.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate that. I should get back to work, but thank you for coming by.
And I've already talked to Garrus. Go feed the fish.
The elusive man wishes to speak to you in the debriefing room, Commander.
Patching the elusive man through, Commander.
Shepard, we caught a break. I intercepted a distress call from a Turian patrol. They stumbled onto a collector ship beyond the Corliss system. The Turians were wiped out, but not before they crippled the collector vessel. I need you to board that ship and get some hard data on the collectors. Find us a way to get to their homeworld.
Hard to imagine how a Turian patrol could take out a collector's ship.
Reports indicate the hull's intact, but all systems seem to be offline. They could be making repairs as we speak. I'm not saying it won't be dangerous, but we can't let an opportunity like this slip by.
You sure this information's good?
Information is my weapon, Shepard. It's good.
If they had a patrol out there, why aren't the Turians sending a recon team in?
They will, eventually. But I intercepted the transmissions. In the meantime, we're feeding them false reports. You're close enough that you can be in and out before the Turians learn the truth.
Send me the coordinates and I'll take care of it.
Already sent. Once you're aboard the ship, establish an uplink with Edie. She'll mine their data for information regarding the Omega-4 relay. Good luck, Shepard.
Coordinates punched in. Let's go find us a collector ship.
Take Morden for sure. Yeah, I'll take Grunt. We'll do that.
have a visual on the collector ship, Commander.
Very low emissions. Passive infrared temperatures suggest most systems are offline. Thrusters are cold.
That thing is massive. How the hell did the Turians take it out?
Radar scans do not detect any hull breaches on the side facing us. I detect no mass effect field distortions. It appears the drive core is offline.
Rendezvous in 30 seconds, Commander. Good luck.
Happy little collector ship.
Never seen a ship like this before.
Somewhat resembles an insect hive.
Penetrating scans have detected an access node to uplink with collector databanks. Marking location to your hardsuit computer. Shepard, I've compared the ship's EM signature to known collector profiles. It is the vessel you encountered on Horizon.
Maybe the defense towers softened it for the Turians.
Maybe the missing humans are on it. Unless they're dead.
Same containers as on Horizon. Only empty.
Small, like my tank. Bet they begged for mercy.
Horrible. Despicable.
Gross.
Lots of dead meat.
Test subjects from control group. Discarded after experiment was over.
They didn't deserve this.
Agreed. Experiment's horrific. Need to stop this.
Eesh.
What? The Collectors carved one of their own?
Edie, I'm uploading the data from this terminal. See if you can figure out what they were up to.
Data received. Analyzing. The collectors were running baseline genetic comparisons between their species and humanity.
Is there something we can use in the data to give us an edge?
These are only preliminary experiments, but they reveal something remarkable. A quad-strand genetic structure identical to traces collected from ancient ruins. Only one race is known to have this structure, the Protheans.
My God. The Protheans didn't vanish. They're just working for the Reapers now.
These are no longer Prothean, Shepard. Their genes show distinct signs of extensive genetic rewrite. The Reapers have repurposed them to suit their needs.
You'd think somebody would have picked up on this.
No one has had an opportunity to study a collector genetic code in this detail. I've already matched 2,000 alleles to recorded fragments. This collector likely descends from a Prothean colony in the Styx Theta cluster, but there are signs of extreme alteration. 3 fewer chromosomes, reduced heterochromatin structure, elimination of superfluous junk sequences.
Reapers didn't wipe out the Protheans. They turned them into monsters and enslaved them. Still, they're working for the Reapers now, and we have to stop them.
True. Not a fate to wish on any species.
Let's find what we need before the Collectors come to salvage this vessel. Move out.
Assault rifle or really good sniper rifle? Go assault rifle.
Too many.
I detect no signs of life in the pod, Shepard. It is probable the victims inside died when the ship lost primary power.
Yeesh. At least there's a lot of credits lying around.
This looks interesting.
Commander, you gotta hear this. On a hunch, I asked Edie to run an analysis on this ship.
I compared the EM profile against data recorded by the original Normandy 2 years ago. They are an exact match.
The same ship dogging me for 2 years? Way beyond coincidence.
Something doesn't add up, Commander. Watch your back.
That's big.
So many pods. Could depopulate all terminus systems. Still wouldn't fill them. Only one conclusion. Collectors targeting Earth.
Not if we stop them.
There. Control panel on the platform.
Should be dead collectors. Something's wrong.
Edie, I'm setting up a bridge between you and the collector ship. See if you can get anything useful from the databanks.
Data mine in progress, Shepard.
That can't be good.
What the hell just happened?
Major power surge. Everything went dark, but we're back up now.
I managed to divert the majority of the overload to non-critical systems. Shepard, it was not a malfunction. This was a trap.
Here we go.
We need a little help here, Edie.
I am having trouble maintaining connection. There's someone else in the system. Connection reestablished. I need to finish the download before
done fast, Edie.
Hostiles coming. Suggest we prepare.
Up front!
Clean hit.
41% complete.
Platform coming in.
Not good.
This body's pain is irrelevant. If I must tear you apart, Shepard, I will.
What's wrong with Steam? Or rather, why do you hate Steam suddenly? Oh jeez, this is bad. Wait, $5 to add friends? Are they drunk?
Headed for combat.
Morton just died hilariously. Oh, so you actually have to be an active customer.
This worked nicely.
Prevention is necessary.
Oh gosh.
I'll put them down.
Collectors suck. Assuming direct control.
Now! Never fail. It is necessary. Experiments will continue, Shepard.
Yeah. I don't really use Steam all that much. I probably should, but I just don't buy that many games. Probably should, because I I might do that after I finish Mass Effect. And I'm in that lull between WoW expansions.
Shepard, you must manually re-establish my link to the command console.
Maybe I'll try out a bunch of random games or something. Any more ammo lying around? Yep. Perfect.
I've regained control.
Yeah, it doesn't make
of the platform,
sense.
Shepard.
I mean, maybe it's, you say, hey, you have to pay the difference or something. I think a part of it is because some countries have different rating requirements on games. Like, there are just some games that are straight up banned in Australia. For example, if something's rated M in the United States, it's most likely banned in Australia.
I knew you wouldn't let us down, Edie.
I always work at optimal capacity.
Did you get what we needed?
I found data that would help us successfully navigate the Omega-4 relay. I have also found a Turian distress call that served as the lure for this trap. The collectors were the source. It is unusual.
Seems logical to me that they would have sent the initial message as bait.
No, it is unusual because Turian emergency channels have secondary encryption. It is corrupted in the message. It is not possible that the elusive man would believe the distress call was genuine.
Why are you so sure?
I found the anomaly with Cerberus detection protocols. He wrote them.
He knew it was a trap? Why would he send us into a trap?
That son of a bitch sent us right into Collector hands.
Foolish to trust Cerberus. Mistake on my part.
Commander, we got another problem. The collector ship is powering up.
You need to get out of there before their weapons come online. I'm not losing another Normandy.
I do not have full control of their systems. I will do what I can. Sending coordinates for shuttle extraction.
Come on, let's move.
That's weird. Kind of frustrating and disappointing, too.
Around the corner, take the door on your right.
Finding cover.
This body's pain is irrelevant. This hurts you.
This hurts you.
Impact shot. The forces of the universe bend to me. My attacks will tear you apart.
Could burn nicely.
Will no pain, Shepard. We are the harbinger. I'll put them down.
Making contact.
I like this assault rifle. Well, like, it could also be a game genre thing, too. Like, I know that some cultures, MMOs are troublesome.
Assuming control. Assuming
die.
Should burn nicely.
Hostiles! Oh. I'll put them down. I will direct this personally.
Stop assuming direct control of things.
Assuming control.
Next.
If I must tear you apart, Shep,
Just
I
like that.
will.
Oh. That's weird. I mean, yeah, I honestly have no idea. And it's got to be a legal thing. Like, there has to be some restriction, like PETA protested the game or something stupid, and or the game hasn't been rated in the United States yet, and so you can't. Kind of like Netflix. There's stuff on Netflix in Canada that's not on Netflix in the United States. And vice versa, and it's because different countries have different licensing things when it comes to digital distribution and streaming. But yeah, there's definitely some legal reason why, but
I am opening a door on the far side of the room.
what? How did he? How did Grunt die? He just like had a heart attack over there.
Moving.
I got it.
Here, enjoy. Target was immune. Problematic.
I'll put them down.
Ineffective attack. Recommend some.
Go.
We'll stay close.
Got it.
On target. This burned nicely.
Crap.
Target was immune. Problematic.
Yeah, right on your ass.
Deploying incineration tech.
All about kiting this stupid thing around. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, that was close.
Right behind you.
Edie, we got a problem here.
A temporary setback on firewall 3217. Rerouting commands to firewall 7164. I have successfully opened a door on the opposite wall. I will keep it open as long as I can.
Hey, down there. That where we came in?
Getting close to the end.
Oh, it's this.
On it.
Moving out of line of fire.
Trouble!
Nick, killed that one. Thought I was harmless, did you?
Continue. Direct intervention is necessary.
Grunt, you dummy.
Necessary. Right. All your form is fragile.
Not difficult.
Illusion. Yeah, right on your ass. This.
Sniper rifle time.
Will no pain, Shepard.
Nick,
If I must to, I will. This hurts you.
the armor.
This hurts you.
Whew! Okay.
Right, Shepard.
Not a problem.
You're up. Hold fire, Shepard.
Shields have failed.
Your attack is an insult. Cannot resist. I'll put them down. Face your annihilation. You will.
Deploying incineration tech. Taking cover.
Got it. Yeah, right on your ass. Direct intervention is necessary.
One down.
Jeez.
You're assuming
This is
control.
bad.
Your form is fragile. This hurts you.
Could burn through any armor. Be right there.
I'm here. Ahead.
This burned nicely.
Yeah.
Simple enough.
Commander, I hate to rush you, but those weapons are about to come online. Might want to double time it, so we can leave before they blow the Normandy in half.
Here they come.
Should do the trick.
Wrong gun.
Deploying incineration. Thanks.
Jeez.
We're out of time, Commander. We have to go.
You heard the man. Everybody onto the Normandy. Move!
Strap in, people. We can't dodge this guy forever, Edie. Get us the hell out of here.
Specify a destination, Mr. Oro.
Anywhere that's not here.
Very well. Engaging Mass Effect core.
Level up. Assault rifle training. Blade of tech.
Call coming in from the Elusive Man, Commander. Figure you've got a few words for him, too.
Shepard, looks like EDI extracted some interesting data before the collector ship came back online.
Cut the act. You set us up and you better have a damn good reason for it.
We needed information on the Omega-4 relay. That required direct access to collector data. It was too good an opportunity to pass up.
Agreed. But I don't like surprises, especially when my ass is on the line.
I put you at risk, yes. But without that information, we don't reach the collector homeworld, and you and every other human may as well be dead. It was a trap, but I was confident in your abilities. And don't forget EDI. The collectors couldn't have anticipated her.
You could have told me the plan. You say I'm important, but you sure try hard to get me killed.
I needed the collectors to believe they had the upper hand. Telling you could have tipped them off in any number of ways. Besides, I wouldn't have sent you in if I didn't think you could succeed.
I don't risk people. There are always alternatives.
You may not like being on the receiving end, neither would I. But the facts are with me. As much as we try to avoid them, these decisions need to be made. But more importantly, it paid off. EDI confirmed our suspicions. The Reapers and Collector ships use an advanced Identify Friend-Foe system that the relays recognize. All we need to do is get our hands on one of those IFFs.
I was just on the Collector ship. Why didn't you say anything about finding their IFF?
As I said, EDI just confirmed it. Besides, you wouldn't have had time to find and extract it. But we have options. An Alliance science team recently determined that the Great Rift on the planet Klendigan is actually an impact crater from a mass accelerator weapon. A very old mass accelerator. I sent a team to find either the weapon or its target. They found both. The weapon was defunct, but it helped us plot the flight path of the intended target, a 37-million-year-old derelict Reaper. We found it damaged and trapped in the gravity of a brown dwarf.
Aren't brown dwarfs basically stars that didn't quite make it?
Simply put, but accurate. They're gas giants that don't quite have the masses of stars. Expect gale force winds and extremely high temperatures. The Reaper has a mass effect field that keeps it in orbit, likely an automated response to the external threats. It's stable, but I won't call it safe.
I saw what Sovereign did to the Citadel fleet. Hard to imagine anything could stop something that powerful.
This vessel is a relic from a battle waged while mammals took their first steps on Earth. There's no trace of the species that took the shot. Perhaps it was their one moment of defiance before being wiped out.
I only believe you because I doubt you'd repeat yourself so soon.
It's no less a risk, Shepard. We lost contact with Dr. Chandana's team shortly after they boarded. Initial reconnaissance revealed no clues, and it was too risky to commit more resources. But now we need that IFF. I'll forward the coordinates to Joker. In the meantime, I suggest you tell your crew I didn't risk their lives unnecessarily. It will make things easier going forward.
EDI, tell the crew to assemble. We've got a lot to talk about.
Of course, Shepard.
So the elusive man didn't sell us out. Could have fooled me.
Lied to us, used us, needed access to the Collector databanks. Necessary risk.
He tries something like that again and the Collectors will be the least of his problems. EDI, are you sure this IFF is gonna work?
My analysis is accurate, Shepard. I have also determined the approximate location of the Collector homeworld, based on navigational data from their vessel.
That can't be right.
EDI doesn't make mistakes. The Collector homeworld is located somewhere in the galactic core.
Can't be. The core is just black holes and exploding suns. There are no habitable planets there.
Could be an artificial construction, space station protected by powerful mass effect fields and radiation shields.
Even the Collectors don't have that kind of technology.
The Collectors are just servants of our real enemy. And we've all seen what their masters are capable of. They built the mass relays and the Citadel. Who's to say they can't build a space station surrounded by black holes? No wonder nobody's ever returned from a trip through the Omega-4 mass relay.
The logical conclusion is that a small safe zone exists on the far side of the relay, a region where ships can survive. Standard relay transit protocols would not allow safe transport. Drift of several thousand kilometers is common, and would be fatal in the galactic core. The Reaper IFF must trigger the relay to use more advanced encrypted protocols.
Just because we can follow the collectors through the relay doesn't mean we can take them out. I don't want to go after them until I know we're ready.
Sooner or later, we need that IFF. I say, why wait?
It's a derelict Reaper. What if the collectors are waiting for us? We may want to build up our team before we take that kind of risk.
The more people we have on our side, the better our chances of success. We need to keep building up the team.
It's your call, Commander. Whatever you decide, we're with you.
Yay. It always bothered me that, you know, the other party members aren't included in that meeting, but... I need element 0. I need a bunch of element 0.
You had me so worried when you were trapped on the collector ship. Thank goodness for Edie.
That sounds like more than just professional concern, Kelly.
You're more than just my commander. You're my friend.
Edie brought you back to me. If she had a body, I'd give her a big hug.
I'm standing right here. Where's my hug?
Oh, Shepard. I wish there were time to get to know you better.
Why don't you join me in my cabin for a meal? It would
There
give
we
us the
go.
chance to talk.
That sounds wonderful. Lead the way. Goodness. I haven't stayed up that late since my college days. I had a wonderful evening. Thank you, Shepard. I noticed the fish tank up in your cabin. If you'd like, I could feed your fish while you're away.
I'd appreciate that, Kelly.
It's my pleasure. Anyway, what's up?
Is there anything I should know?
Tally seems very distraught after receiving a message. Maybe you could check in on her down in engineering. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything. Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
No, I haven't. You're lying to me, Kelly. But that was the mistake I made before. I've missed that trigger. And Kelly didn't feed my fish.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I may need your help. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
Nobody who knows you could believe you'd betray your people, Tally.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
What happens if you're convicted?
Like I said, Exile. The specifics are up to the judges. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small ship and supplies. Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
So, no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. And we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Honora Vanya Vassilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
Was she convicted?
No. She made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for how it works, it's less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
Okay. Let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
Easy peasy.
Kenneth, what has the new shielding done to your power grid balance?
Not much. With built-in capacitor subsystems, they have a surprisingly low draw.
Doesn't that mean the shielding boost wouldn't last long under fire?
True. They're built for hard, fast strikes, not firefights of attrition.
Check in with Joker.
So the Collectors were once Protheans, repurposed by the Reapers. What a sad end.
Makes you wonder if the Keepers on the Citadel were once something. Commander.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
No messages for you, Commander.
Okay. Oop, there's element 0 here. I saw it.
Probe away. Probe away. Probe away.
They need like something like 10,000 element 0, I think.
Probe away.
Probe away.
I also need a bunch of iridium. I'm pretty sure there's a ship upgrade I don't have yet.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away.
And this one I've got to do. Yeah, yesterday I worked 13 hours. It was a long day.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe.
And I work in about 3 hours. Well, 3 hours from now I have to leave to go to work, basically. Which is all fine and good. Night is not nearly as
Probe launched.
long or annoying as yesterday was.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe launched.
Right there.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away.
Let's see, can I build the stuff I want now? Not yet. I can do this. Wait, 10,000 EZO. Alright, explore this whole star system. It's a big star system. There's a lot here. Great.
I have detected an anomaly.
Welcome to it. Repeat, there's a piece of crap back on this planet's surface. If you think you can get it to work, you're freaking welcome to it. Welcome to it. Repeat, there's a piece of crap back on this planet's surface. If you think you can get it to work, you're freaking welcome to it. Welcome to it. Repeat, there's a piece of crap back on this planet's surface. If you think you can get it to work, you're freaking welcome to it.
Probe away. Scans have found something.
%, health, 15% weapon damage. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I want power bonuses. And Tally gets... Alright.
I am detecting a large supply supply of resources buried deep within the canyon walls. Heavy explosives will be required to excavate them.
I paid Hera good money for this useless crap. Heap of signal error detected. Alright.
Easy enough?
Right.
Right behind you.
More power cells? Baron.
Fleet combat drone.
There's more power cells right there. Wow, all that for 5,000? Okay.
Launching probe.
I need element 0.
Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched.
Does not look like there's any here. Nope, there's no element 0 on this planet. So we're leaving this star system. This star system is clearly trash.
Probe away.
Nope. No EZO.
I have detected an anomaly.
Magnetic shielding failure detected. Catastrophic solar radiation exposure probable.
Probe launched.
Magnetic shielding failure.
Scans have found something.
Alright. More easy experience. All right. Field generator, field control, cooling unit. There we go. Locked and loaded.
Thane would like to speak with you, Commander.
Shepard.
I heard you wanted to speak with me.
Yes. Now that you are here, though, it seems more difficult to talk about.
Are you feeling sick? I could get the doctor.
No. Though I suppose that is a part of it. My mortality has me dwelling on things. I had a family once. I still have a son. His name is Kolyat. I haven't seen him for a very long time.
How long's it been since you talked?
10 years. He showed me some of his schoolwork and asked if we could dance crazy. We did that when he was younger.
What sort of dance is that?
It's... I checked my extranet contacts. I expect an update on my next target. The console plays music. Oh, unfashionable. Kolyat jumps into the room. Father runs around in circles. I scoop him up, toss him into the air. He shrieks, laughs, spin me. The console beeps. I put him down. Click the message. Father, he pleads. Tugs my sleeve. I need to read this, I say. I don't look at him.
Did something happen to them?
I abandoned them. Oh, not all at once. Nothing dramatic, no sneaking out in the middle of the night, no final argument or slammed door. I just did my job. I hunted and killed across the galaxy. Away on business, my wife would tell people. I was always away on business.
You never mentioned this before. Why now?
When my wife departed from her body, I attended to that issue. I left Kolyat in the care of his aunts and uncles. I have not seen him or talked to him since.
That's not the choice I expected. Why didn't you raise him yourself?
My body is blessed with the skills to take life. The Hanar honed them in me. I have few others. I didn't want that life for Kolyat. I hoped he would find his own way. If he hated me, so be it. He would not have shared the path of sin. I used my contacts to trace Kolyat. He has become disconnected. He does what his body wills.
You'll have to explain that one to me.
Disconnected. The body is not our true self. The soul is. Body and soul work as one in a whole person. When the soul is weakened by despair or fear, when the body is ill or injured, the individual is disconnected, no longer whole.
What's wrong with him? Is he hurt?
Something happened that should not have. He knows where I've been, what I've done. I don't know his reasons, but he has gone to the Citadel. He's taken a job as a hitman. I would like your help to stop him. This is not a path he should walk.
You don't hire a raw rookie for a contract killing.
I'm afraid someone may have seen we share a name and assumed we share skills. I don't know why he would accept the task.
To be closer to you, maybe?
That thought haunts me more than any other.
Maybe he name-dropped you to get hired.
It's possible, but I don't think so. It doesn't seem right. My name. He should not respect it.
Thane, I don't have your contacts, and I don't have your tracking skills. Why do you need my help for this?
I don't need your help. I want it. The last time I saw my son, they wrapped her body in sea vines, weighted it with stones. He tries to pull from me, calls for her. The Hanar lift her off the platform. They sing like bells. The fire has gone to be kindled anew. He begs them not to take her away. They let her body slide into the water. He hits me. Don't let them. Stop them. Why weren't you? Rains. It always rains on Kaje. Warm water pours down his face.
I didn't mean to make you relive that.
Perfect memory. It is sometimes a burden.
What made him go to the Citadel?
Years ago, I prepared a package for him. A relic of my ill-spent life. I had Volus bankers store it, and arranged for delivery when I died. He acquired it early. I don't really know how. I did wet work on the Citadel around the time his mother died. That may be why he went there.
I'll get us to the Citadel as soon as possible.
Thank you, Shepard. I'll be meditating until you need me.
All right.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay.
Anomaly detected. Probe away. Something on our sensors.
Yeah, clearly haven't used Jacob in a while.
Primary systems online. Adverse geothermal activity has rendered pathfinding function inoperable. Please use manual controls to locate research base.
Oh no!
Warning, hull damage sustained.
Wait, how do I jump? Warning, you've landed in lava. You are dead. Okay, I forgot which buttons did what.
Geothermal activity has rendered pathfinding function inoperable. Please use manual controls to locate research base. Warning, area compromised due to unstable volcanic activity. Extraction complete. Mineral resources detected.
Now I remember the controls.
Extraction complete. Extraction complete. Research base entrance ahead.
The detective site of incredible significance located beneath the volcano. The unpredictable terrain will make the retrieval of any data extremely hazardous. It would be so hot in this room.
I was right. This site was a roadmap leading to the main Prothean ruins. Dr. Aloy and I agree that this must remain a secret at all costs. I will not allow another Eden Prime to occur. The Geth, the Reapers, all of them, they must be stopped.
This hellish planet is a star map that points to a Prothean site of major significance. Dr. Aloy and I have mere hours to retrieve all we can before the conditions become too dangerous to continue. We learned too late that the local volcanic instability is magnified by our power grid. If we only had more time to study this, I'm sure the key to unlock everything is here. Damn this planet.
Activation of research-based power grid has triggered additional volcanic instability. Recommend immediate departure.
Come on, we need to leave.
I was right. This site was a roadmap leading to the main Prothean ruins. This must remain a secret.
The lava's rising. Crap. think I skipped the cutscene. Oh well. I think I skipped an epic cutscene of volcano stuff, but whatever. That's what you get when you have a hotkey to, whatever.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Roger Firewalker, that was a close one on Karumtuo Shepard. Unauthorized transmissions have been sent from the MSV Rosalie to an unknown destination. It's assumed that this is how the Geth are tracking these doctors, yada yada. Okay. Alright.
Probe away.
Nothing worthwhile there. Element Zero planet, maybe?
Launching probe.
Element Zero would be great.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
But there isn't any. The thing would have, if there was some on this planet, it would have, I would have been a peak by now. Maybe this one, closer to the sun?
Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away.
Nope, that one just has iridium on it. And this just a ringed gas giant.
Fuel reserves at 50%. Probe launched. Probe away.
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe.
So no element zero there.
Probe away.
Nothing worthwhile here. Let's do that. Alright. So, got a whole giant freaking galaxy to explore now. So, right there's the IFF. That's the last place I'm going. Nubian Expanse. Help Jack. Hades Nexus. Do Jack's mission.
Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe. Launching probe.
Good stuff, good stuff. Would have thought that one of these planets might have ESO on it.
Probe launched.
All right, Jack's mission. I haven't brought Samara on anything yet. Actually, no. We're gonna give her the Vindicator.
I forgot how much I hate this place. See the landing pad? Has to be on the roof, or the vegetation would overgrow it in a few hours.
Shepard, I am picking up thermal signatures everywhere, except at your landing zone.
Something's distorting the sensors.
This was a secret Cerberus facility.
Yeah. They build their equipment to last. Assholes. It was a mistake coming back here, Shepard. Get a hold of yourself. It'll be okay. I'm fine. Okay, let's get on the ground. Let's just get in there and plant the bomb in my cell. I want to watch this place burn. I never saw this room. I think they brought new kids in these containers. They were messed up and starving, but alive. Usually. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, Cerberus were pretty awful human beings.
The elusive man requested operation logs again. He's getting suspicious.
When we get results, he won't care what we did. But if he knew...
He won't find out. The elusive man requested operation...
It sounds as if this facility turned rogue.
He didn't say what they were hiding from the elusive man. I remember escaping to this room, hiding here. I saw sunlight through the cracks in the ceiling. Only a half-dead guard between me and freedom. He was begging for his life.
Okay.
They've seen us. Nothing can stop it. This looks like an arena. That's right. They used to stage fights here. Pit me against other kids. I loved it. Only time I was ever out of my cell. How often did they do this? I was in a cell my whole life. Sometimes they took me out and made me fight. Filled me with drugs, other stuff. Time gets funny in a cell. What were they studying? Hell if I know. Maybe that's how they got their kicks. I never understood anything that happened here. Did other children die in these fights? I was a kid, filled with drugs. I got shocked when I hesitated. Narcotics flooded my veins when I attacked.
They actually rewarded you for attacking.
I still get warm feelings during a fight.
What the hell was wrong with those people?
I don't know. Doesn't matter now.
Let's keep moving.
Hell yes.
Whew.
Security Officer Zimkel, Telton facility. The subjects are out of their cells. They're tearing the place up. Subject Zero is going to get loose. I need permission to terminate. I repeat, permission to terminate. All subjects besides Zero are expendable. Keep Jack alive. Understood. I'll begin the...
That's not right. I broke out when my guards disappeared. I started that riot.
Things might have happened that you didn't see.
The other kids attacked me, the guards attacked me, the automated systems attacked me. That doesn't leave lots of room for interpretation. This place is supposed to be empty. Who the fuck shot that Baron? It's a fresh kill.
The...
That's gonna blow up.
Hostiles there.
I can take you all.
Put them where we need them.
Like a toy.
Put them where we need them. Good headshot.
Come here. Why do you need a morgue? This was a small facility.
I fear the other children died in great numbers. Even then, they were a part of the experiment.
Bullshit. I had the worst of it, and I made it out alive.
Whew, okay. can't get up there? Nope. Okay. Woo!
So strange to be back here. I feel like I'm pissed off. I'm a dangerous bitch, but then I'm a little girl again. Shit, it's complicated. Let's just go plant that bomb. Hello, dead people.
I'll get them off their feet.
Oh boy.
Nothing can stop one.
One less to worry about.
Nothing in any of these cells, huh?
They kept children in this place.
It's a two-way mirror? My cell is on the other side. I could see all the other kids out here. I screamed at them for hours, and they always ignored me.
Entry 1054, Telton Facility. The latest iteration of Pergnum went poorly. Subjects 1, 4, and 6 died. No biotic change among the survivors. We lowered core temperatures of surviving subjects, but no biotically beneficial reactions occurred. As a side effect, all subjects died. So we'll not try that on Zero. I hope our supply of biotic potential subjects holds up. We are going through them fast.
This is bullshit. They weren't experimenting on the other children for my safety. You can't help what they did to others. You don't get it, Shepard. I survived this place because I was tougher than the rest. That's who I am. You move on. Harder and tougher.
Yeesh. Damn it.
This might be useful.
This place is awful.
Hey, Aresh. It's Kurek. Yeah, the intruders are here. You want them dead? We have to talk credits. You promised us lots of salvage, but this place is a waste. Fine, put them down. Then I'm coming in there and we're gonna talk salvage.
What are you doing here?
First we're gonna kill you, then we'll see. Can't I obey on mine?
Fire in the hole!
Stop! Die and die! Nothing can stop us!
Scored a hit.
Nothing can stop me!
Dang, I'm suddenly a bad shot. Biotic Krogan, huh?
Headed your way! Charging hostile. I will hold you. I'll kill you all!
Only room left is my old cell. Whoever Aresh is, he's in there. I want to plant the bomb there anyway. Might as well do it on his corpse.
Start bypass.
Come out. We know you're here. Who are you?
My name is Aresh, and you're breaking into my home. I know you, Subject Zero. So many years have passed, and I thought I was the only survivor.
My name is Jack. How the hell do you know me?
We all knew your face, Jack. They inflicted horrors on us so their experiments wouldn't kill you. You were the question, and I'm still looking for the answer.
Looks like you're not the only one pulled back here, Jack.
I tried to forget this, but a place like this, it doesn't forget you. It follows you. I hired these mercs and came back almost a solar year ago.
We're rebuilding it piece by piece. I'm gonna find out what they knew. How to unlock true biotic potential in humans. I'm restarting the Telton facility. It will be beautiful.
I wanted a hole in the ground. He's trying to justify what happened by using it?
You do the same thing to new kids. Wasn't this forced on you?
Some were bought from poor families on Earth or kidnapped from colonies. Most ended up here the way I did. Batarian pirates. They did such horrible things to us. They must have had good reasons.
There's no reason good enough. Are you nuts? You lived it.
This place was like a prison. How'd you get out?
We all attacked at once as they were taking us to the lab. They would have put us down. But then Jack got loose. When I came to, it was over. The guards, the scientists, and the kids were all dead. And you were gone.
I stopped it. All of it. Maybe the others did have it bad, but what you're doing is just messed.
Everything we went through must have been worth something!
We can blow up the place, but that still leaves him. What do we do with another you?
That's easy.
Just leave me here. This is where I belong.
Fuck that!
Jack, he's trapped in his past. You need to move on from yours.
He wants to restart this place. He needs to die.
He's crazy and he's never gonna restart this facility. You have to let it go. Your past doesn't have to control you.
Fuck! Get out of here. Go! He's not worth chasing. None of it is.
You did the right thing, Jack.
Maybe. This room was my whole childhood. Give me a minute to look around.
Go ahead.
Nothing's changed, but it's all different. Sometimes I dream that I'm back in this bed being tortured. I used to tie the sheets around my wrists and try to rip them off. I want to stop coming back here. I thought that room out there was the rest of the world. I'd pound and yell. Never did any good. I used this table for everything. It was like my best friend. I'd crawl under it to cry. I was pathetic. See the scarring on the wall here? That's where I killed my first man. One of the guards tried to stop me. Instead, I stopped him. Okay, no more wallowing. Let's blow this place to hell.
Warp ammo. So warp ammo is good against armor and biotic barriers. Okay.
Disagreement? Can you head it off before they tear out a bulkhead?
I'll deal with it.
Take pictures.
Touch me and I will smear the walls with you, bitch!
Enough. Stand down, both of you.
The cheerleader won't admit what Cerberus did to me was wrong.
It wasn't Cerberus. Not really. But clearly you were a mistake.
Screw you! You've got no idea what they put me through. Maybe it's time I showed you.
Our mission is too important to let personal feelings get in the way.
Fuck your feelings. I just want her dead.
You both know what we're up against. Save your anger for the collectors.
I can put aside my differences. Until the mission's over.
Sure, I'll do my part. I'd hate to see her die before I get a chance to fillet her myself.
You two gonna be okay?
It's a good thing you came by when you did. As long as she does her job, we'll be fine. Thanks, Shepard.
Go check on Jack.
I needed to wipe that place off the map. You took me there to do it, and I owe you. You don't know what it's like, Shepard, to have garbage like that following you. It marks you in ways you don't expect.
I've made a lot of hard choices, Jack. Like what to let go.
Hard to walk away from it. You'd think it would get easier now that the place is a crater. But what else do I know?
I never thought I'd see you show mercy, but you let Aresh live.
He was trapped in the past, reliving it every day. You showed how that could be me. I'm not getting stuck like that. I'm better than him, and I'm sure as hell not carrying that crater around with me.
Do you think you're different now?
I know that place is gone. But I still kind of want to kill every person I see. No offense.
You sure about this? I want to do whatever I can to get your head on straight.
Don't get all therapist on me, Shepard. You're not the couch type. I hate that stuff anyway. Bullshit, prison, psych. You did me a favor, and that's enough. More than I expected. I'll keep it together.
All right.
No messages for you, Commander. How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
Alright, we'll explore this star system. I'll figure out where I want to go next. There's some element zero.
Away.
Right around here.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Launching probe.
There's the node.
Probe away.
Ooh, there's one.
Probe away.
Nice big one. I'm all about getting that element zero right now. I need 10,000 to get all the upgrades I want.
Launching probe.
All that's here is this one gas giant. Okay, nothing worthwhile.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched.
And nothing good at any of these planets. Is some element 0 here.
Launching probe. Probe away.
Like all the nodes are in this area up here. Interesting.
Probe away.
Oh, there's some iridium down, or platinum down south.
Launching probe. Launching probe.
Alright. Not the end of the world.
Anomaly detected. Launching probe. Scans have found something.
Quarian shipwreck, okay. There's also
Probe away.
element 0 on this
away.
planet. A lot of it.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched.
What the? That was odd, but okay. Biotic cooldown, check. Tech cooldowns, check. Weapon upgrades, nope. Prototypes, nope.
No messages for you, Commander.
Varen.
I am detecting a single Quarian life sign in your location. Judging by the suit's erratic readings, the Quarian is badly injured. I am also detecting multiple native life signs near your landing site.
We managed to escape the Geth's notice thanks to some clever sound sync by yada yada. Okay. Nothing super important.
Signs are stabilized. I recommend securing the area in preparation for shuttle extraction.
Taking cover. Ambush incoming.
Go get them, Chiquita.
Weakling. On the ground now. One more. I'll put them down.
Got you.
Yeah, right on your ass. Weak. Right on your ass. Should have run. Now you'll...
Nothing else? Alright. Alright. Easy mission.
Probe away. Probe launched.
Element Zero is still good to have, even though I've gotten all the upgrades now.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched.
There we go. 5,000 is what I needed. For the quote-unquote advanced training research project. Which lets me,
Probe launched.
gain a spell, or gain an ability from...
Probe away.
one of the other, one of my loyal squad mates. Thematically, I want Tally's spell.
Probe away.
Right now, I have Zaid's.
Probe away. Launching probe.
Zaid's really isn't that good.
Launching probe.
But it's thematic. I am an infiltrator, non-biotic, so I don't want to take a biotic ability. That's just weird.
Probe away.
Well, I might get
Probe
Jack's
away.
warp ammo.
Probe launched.
Actually, no. When I level up Jack all the way, I'll just give the whole squad warp ammo when she's in the party. That makes way more sense.
Probe away. I have detected an anomaly. Probe away. Scans have found something.
Protein artifacts detected on planet surface. All right. I think that's everything. Gonna be Geth down here. A spectacular time, however, has proven to be the real enemy. Even with those blue sun thugs hired to protect the dig site, we barely managed to erect the shield before the Geth arrived. There might be Geth here.
Nice.
What the hell? Shepard broke gravity again. That's twice that's happened to now. Shepard just randomly clips into a
kinetic barrier detected. Kinetic barriers. Strength beyond conventional weapon capability. Recommend disabling power sources.
So, oh no, there might be Geth here. Ooh, element 0, great. Alright. Let's not clip into the ceiling.
Dr. Aloy must have been indoctrinated by the Reapers. I found him sending our data to a Geth ship. I won't be responsible for another Geth attack. Another Eden Prime. I've silenced Aloy. Forever.
That's all it's there, just the journal, okay.
This might be useful. It's too late for me. They're still in my head, stealing my thoughts. I can't keep them out. I've got no choice but to destroy this relic. And myself.
Easy. Everyone understood the deal that I made with the collectors. He's obsessed with these Protheans. He would sacrifice everything to learn their secrets. It nearly cost me my life, but I did it for you, Helen, to ensure you remain safe. Damn collectors agreed to spare your colony in exchange for this Prothean find. I can only hope you remained innocent of any ugly business. It was all for you. job, Shepard. You just killed us all.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Please accept my sincere appreciation for your efforts in locating the wreckage of the Cinead. The ship has a storied history with both migrant fleet and Cerberus. We are pleased to know that her wreckage can be salvaged by my people. Froggy facility update. Contacting you per Luciman instructions, he believed you want to know that he had ordered Subject Zero's project shut down before the riot broke out. Service personnel arrived to find all the guards dead, along with most of the subjects. Any surviving children were treated for injuries, given mild amnesiac treatments, and delivered to Alliance facilities as survivor attack. A few surviving doctors were forcibly retired for their role in the project. Per your report, facility has been destroyed. The burst of energy coincided with the retrieval of the protein artifact contained coded information. Most of the data is beyond our ability to track, but the threads we were able to decrypt have provided new avenues of research on energy transfer and biotics. It will keep scientists busy for years to come. The data indicates that the artifact is currently inert and not dangerous. We wonder, however, that if Dr. Case had had more time, he could have unlocked its secrets. We will continue his research. Yay. Alright. $100%.
We have used half our fuel.
Alright. What time is it? Got time for probably one more mission here. Save crashing. I wonder when this unlocked.
Surface
what?
is imminent. I am transmitting a countdown to advise you of the time remaining until impact.
Yes, huh? Navigation systems offline, life support, sensor damaged, engines. You guys, just do your thing. Alright. I have no idea where I unlocked that mission, but I'll take it. Nothing worth getting there. Oh, it's a big star system.
Probe away.
No anomalies. There is element 0 though, which I'm gonna grab. Yeah, I got a biotic damage thing. I need to buy that.
I have detected an anomaly. Launching probe. Launching probe. I have found something.
Death activity detected. Alright. First things first.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I'm aware.
No messages for you, Commander.
But you just told me I had a message. Okay. Oh, this is Foggy Geth Planet. Alright, I've done this one before, I believe.
Now you see me. Eat it.
What?
Gotcha.
So Tally just died like a...
Going dark.
And hack you.
Going silent.
Oh, she's all the way out there? Okay. Good job, Tally. There's some more palladium. Palladium?
Combat throws away.
Someone's coming.
Combat throws ready. Can't do that right now.
Oh, I think I killed all the Geth.
Oh, it's this.
Oh, I got damage protection just for being there. Cool. I'll take it. Did that unlock anything else? It did not. Alright, finish exploring. Like, where's that last planet? Oh, all the way over here. Alright. No anomalies? No anomalies.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched.
What is the deal with this? Massive hot Jupiter gas giant which whips around the star once every 4.5 days, like most planets of this type. Okay.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
Seemed like a good element 0 planet.
Probe away.
Right there.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
Right there.
Probe away.
Oh yeah, all about mining those sweet elements.
Probe launched.
PC version is much better than the Xbox version.
Launching probe.
Tell you that much. It was only $7 for the entire trilogy, so.
Probe launched. Probe away.
I hit some spring break sale.
Launching probe.
But I'm a completionist, so I have to 100% everything.
Only half our fuel remains.
I remember that game. Isn't Darksiders like the Zelda one, only it's you're playing as the Horsemen of the Apocalypse or whatever? But otherwise it's basically Zelda. Okay, yeah. You see Ready Player One? Right? It was such a good movie. Oh, you have? Oh, you haven't seen Ready Player One yet? It actually was. So was Mass Effect. There's a Commander Shepard in one scene. He's literally just in the background, but it's a Commander Shepard in 7 armor. He's talking to a Harley Quinn. Yep, there's a FemShep in the big charge of Easter eggs in the 3rd act. When an army of people come over the hill, there's a FemShep next. There's like a Chun-Li, and a Lara Croft, and a FemShep. It's super quick, but it's there. I guess I'll do Samara's mission. I have to go to work in like 40 minutes, so. But yeah, I'm alternating between doing Mass Effect, Hearthstone, and Battle for Azeroth Alpha. I guess it's in beta now. But for whatever reason, Blizzard decided to send me an alpha invite. Like a couple months ago, so... Like, the making of it or whatever.
Daily death count on Omega is too high for me to pinpoint an Ardat Yakshi's location. However, given the reputation of Ardat Yakshi among the Asari, Arya T'Loak may have tracked her movements.
Thank you.
Miranda. Which one is Miranda? Miranda Lawson. I thought that might be you.
Hello, Ish. Long time no see.
I take it you've met each other before?
Jacob and I worked a mission with Ish a few years back. He helped us with some information.
One of my finer moments, I'd say.
Is this gonna be a problem?
I've worked with Ish a few times.
Oh, did
He's a
Nightbot
coward
block
and
it
a
out?
liar. But he's useful enough.
Yeah, I'll have to. You just shoot it to me on Facebook. Or I'll do that.
You need something?
Well, if you'd be so kind, I hoped you might consider a proposition. I need skilled, trustworthy people to take care of a little business for me. Nothing illegal, of course, but it's paying work.
What kind of business do you do?
Important business. So important that, with your help,
He'll give me
we can
something to
change
watch.
Omega.
Cool.
What do you mean, we can change
I just got it.
Omega?
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but certain people here have business deals with people throughout the galaxy. If we were to have information involving those deals, we could make some ripples around here. That's all I'll say.
I'm listening.
I'm in the information business, specifically the buying and selling of privileged material. It's nothing illicit. I just need someone to pick up packages in certain locations and bring them to me here.
What's your angle?
No angle. I'm a simple businessman. What do you say?
I can do that.
My contacts use specific drop points. I need you to look outside Merib's shop on the Citadel and inside Eternity on Ilium. Look around for anything that might hold a data package and bring those packages to me. Good seeing you again, Miranda.
Go talk to Arya and do Samara's mission.
Let me in.
This one's super quick, so... But yeah, I got a really good deal on Mass Effect. And, yeah. Not a lot else going on.
What do you need? An Asari fugitive is hiding out here. She's an Ardat Yakshi. We need to find her.
I knew it. Nothing leaves a body quite so empty as an Ardat Yakshi does. You haven't taken steps to kill her? Why would I? She hasn't tried to seduce me. Her last victim was a young girl. Pretty thing. Lived in the tenements near here. That's where I'd start looking.
Thanks for the help.
Good luck finding her. Better luck catching her.
Oh, that's not the right way. Now I'm trying to do a perfect playthrough, or not full Paragon, not full Renegade, but maximum people surviving. So like her, she was in Mass Effect 1, and I opted to not kill her, and so now she's here. And then there's another guy down here.
Ready to give it all up and go into hiding in the abyss? Don't.
And because she's there, I get, like, more points in Mass Effect 3. And then this guy's here, because I didn't take Rex along on a mission in Mass Effect 1. It's a Rex didn't kill him.
I got the message last time. I work at a shipping dock, alright? Leave me alone.
Sources say that the Asari Shaira, more commonly known as the Consort, may be leaving the Citadel after years of bad press and rumors of intelligence leaks.
I bought everything when I was here last time. I don't think I had enough.
People come to places such as this seeking a better life. And when they get here, they find this. Vibrant people forced into destitution on a world filled with criminals. They deserve protection. If I survive your mission, I may return here.
Yep, I didn't buy everything.
This should come in handy.
Let's see, and there's one more. There's one more shop down here someplace. There it is.
This is valuable.
Couldn't afford them last time I was here.
End is not.
Are you here about my daughter? My nephew died a week ago and no one seems to care. The medics said it was a brain hemorrhage, but that's not true. It was murder. Someone killed my nephew, my baby.
I think she was murdered too, and I'm looking for her killer.
Oh, thank you. It's so hard when no one believes you. I'm all alone now. Are you one of Aria's people?
I'm here to help. Does it matter who sent me?
No one else on this hellhole station gives a damn that my nephew is dead. If you can do something about it, I'll help you however I can.
What kind of a girl was your daughter?
My nephew had a fire inside her. She was shy, but she was creative and driven and the best girl a mother could hope for.
She was creative. How so?
She was a sculptor. Several galleries were interested in her. Said her work was fresh.
Did your daughter have a lot of friends?
Not a lot, no. She was shy. Spent most of her time off making her sculptures, not hanging out with friends. Something did change in the last few weeks, though. She started talking about an Asari. Morinth.
I see.
I didn't like her. She kept dragging Neff out to clubs, and I'm pretty sure she gave my daughter drugs.
What kind of a person was this Morinth?
I never met her. But Neff talked about her like she was a queen. You'd swear there was no one else alive when she talked about Morinth.
That sounds familiar.
Samara, does Morinth control her victims with drugs?
She controls them through sheer will. The drugs are just a lifestyle. She loves the club, loves the base. She's a hedonist.
So this Morinth did hurt my daughter? Is she the one that...
I will bring justice to the one that did this.
We swear to you, Neff will rest easy soon.
I hope so. I hope so. My baby.
Did Neff hang out anywhere in particular?
She was always quiet working here at home. Then, a few weeks ago, she started going out all the time to the VIP area of that club down the street. I think you need a password or something to get in there. The change was so sudden. She just seemed tired and distracted when she wasn't around Morinth.
Do you mind if I examine Neff's room?
I didn't want to disturb anything. Her clothes, her art, her sculptures, everything is the way she left it. The way it will always be. My baby is gone. Thank you. I'm sorry. I just miss her so much.
It's okay. We've all suffered loss.
I know what it means to lose a daughter. I will avenge her.
My hand clipped through your shoulder.
Please, if it helps you find her killer, look through her things. We will be respectful.
I'll examine her things. Read the newest entry.
Cycle 42, Orbit 67. She's going to take me to her apartment tonight. Whatever happens, I want to be with her forever. She can sell my pieces. We can live somewhere glamorous, like the women in Vanya that Vid Morinth likes. How did this happen to me? I'm just dumb trash from Omega.
Read the middle entry.
Cycle 36, Orbit 671. Am I a freak? Morinth is a girl like me, and she's definitely not human. Just when we dance and the helix is flowing through me, the way she looks at me with a hunger, a longing, no one's ever looked at me like that. We kissed tonight.
Read the oldest entry.
Hey, diary, Cycle 34, Orbit 671. There's a lot to talk about. I dropped Jarut's name, and they let me into the VIP room at Afterlife. I was sure everyone was staring at me. Then the most beautiful Asari starts dancing near me. She moves like water, form and volume, but shifting, changing. I'm in a trance. Then I'm dancing with her. Later, we went for skewers, and I'm supposed to see her again tomorrow.
Close the hollow journal.
This is Morinth's work. She's attracted to artists and creators. Someone with a spark, slightly isolated from their peers. Yep. She impresses with sophistication and sex appeal. Then she strikes. The hunt interests her as much as the conquest.
Anyone who successfully hunted sapient beings for 400 years warrants caution.
Morinth speaks to you on many levels. Her body tells yours that she'll bring unimaginable ecstasy. Her scent evokes emotions long hidden. Her eyes promise you things you were always scared to ask of another. Her voice whispers to you after she is done speaking.
She sounds more like a highly evolved killer than a genetic defective.
The condition has been present since my people huddled around fires at night. Perhaps it is symbiotic rather than a defect. Storming her den would be a mistake. She will have 100 escape routes planned. She will go to ground and disappear for 50 years or more. This is the closest I've ever been.
So we have to lure her out.
Exactly. Shepard, you read my mind. Afterlife's VIP section seems her preferred hunting ground. You must go there alone and unarmed.
She'll come after me.
You can draw Morinth out. She'll certainly flee if she catches sight of me, but she won't be able to resist you. You are an artist on the battlefield. You have the vital spark that attracts her. Your power will draw her in.
I'm walking into this place with no gun and no backup?
I will be in the shadows watching, Shepard. You will never be alone. This I swear. But you cannot barge in with guns and allies. Morinth is far too cagey. She'd simply disappear. This is a subtle, delicate act. Trust me.
Time's wasting. Let's get over there.
I agree. We can talk more once we're there. A man from some gallery offered me 4 years' salary for it.
Neff, I'm sending you this hologram by the Elcor artist Forta. His work is sublime, but don't stare at it too long or you may go mad. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, love. I can't wait to hear what you think of Forta.
Freaking creepy, this Morinth.
Kent! It's late, and the only one around is that screeching prophet, and a few Vorcha scratching for food. Suddenly, a shot. Red-hot lifeblood pours from a wound in your back as your life ebbs away. The attacker leans forward.
What do you want?
Someone told me the rest of Afterlife's nothing compared to this place.
Sounds like a smart person. Who was it?
Jarut.
Go on in. Word to the wise. Start a fight, we'll hurt you. Someone attacks you, it's okay to defend yourself.
You must go in alone. Morinth will be watching. Like any predator, she is cautious. You must pique her interest enough that she will approach you. When you are face to face, subtly encourage her to invite you to her apartment. I'll follow discreetly, and when you are alone, I'll spring the trap. Know this, until I get there, you are in great peril. She will be planning to inflict horrors on you. If you are not careful, you will want her to.
How can I spark her interest when I'm not even talking to her?
Courage or suicidal bravery could attract her. Hurt someone in defense and she will be excited. But pick a fight and she'll be bored. Show skill at working smoothly through a nightclub crowd. She will be intrigued. She'll want you the moment she sees you. The rest is just a matter of overpowering her caution.
How do I convince her to take me home?
She admires strength, directness, and vigor. Modesty, chivalry, or meekness frustrate and bore her. Violence excites her. You've killed Shepard. She'll like that.
Getting her alone, then falling under her sway. That'll require careful timing.
I will be near, and I will come for you, Shepard. Trust me, as I trust and honor you.
Okay. What other things have we learned about Morinth that can help us here?
According to Neff's journal, Morinth likes dancing while on a drug called Halax. Neff's journal mentioned a vid called Vayenya. It seemed to have something to do with glamorous women. Morinth sent Neff a note saying she likes the Elcor artist Forta. Well, Shepard, that's everything we know.
Let's get started.
Shepard, we only get one chance at this. Any mistake and Morinth will disappear. If you're the least bit unsure, come talk to me. I will wait here. And Shepard, thank you. I do not share this burden easily, and you are the only soul I can imagine sharing it with.
Tracked Morinth.
Hey, do you know where to get tickets for Expel 10? I heard this amazing Asari say they were her favorite band. I just want whatever she wants. I gotta find tickets. Expel 10 is playing tomorrow.
What kind of music do they play?
They're a sensory band. Like, they crawl into you and make you feel things. And this Asari digs them like you wouldn't believe. I could score way out of my league, you know? You gotta help me.
I don't have any tickets.
If you score some, I got some creds for you.
Come on, baby. I can pay. I'm a good tipper, too.
I told you to stay away from me.
Playing hard to get? Give it up. Don't be like that. I got creds. We'll go back to my place. I got simple tastes.
Back off, asshole. I'm a dancer, not a hooker.
You got a mouth on you. I'll enjoy watching you use it.
The lady asked you to step away.
You want in on this transaction? Hey, I don't care if it's you or this bitch. I just like good times.
Good times are over.
Thanks for that. Security was asleep.
Hey. Hey! I'll dance next to you. If you want to think we're dancing together, go ahead.
I do want to think that.
Shepard's the worst dancer ever.
The drinks here are so strong. I'm not complaining.
Lots of money on display here tonight. We gotta hit some of that later. Not so loud.
Hi. I need help right now, and I don't know who to ask. You're human, and you don't look high, so you're it. Can you help me out?
Slow down and tell me what the problem is.
Right. Slow down. Sorry, I just don't know what to do. My friend Moiral is doing a piece on Omega Games. She's hanging with Florid. He's the worst of the worst.
What is she doing?
A vid piece. She's an investigative reporter, you know? She's trying to profile gang leaders.
Your friend could get hurt.
Yeah, and she's going to. See, Floret's onto her. His gang is on the way here, and they're gonna make a mess of her. I have to get a message to her, and fast.
What do you want me to do?
She and I have a code. If you go over and say 2 words to Floret, my friend will get the message and get out of there. The 2 words are terminal and eternity, in that order. Please tell me you can do that. She's going to die.
I can do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Remember, terminal and eternity, in that order. Just work them into a sentence.
Are you sure this is where you want to be?
I love this place! Something I can do for you, lady?
Is there a public extranet terminal around here?
In a club? You don't have an Omni tool?
That is a pretty strange question.
I get by on public terminals. My Omni tool's been broken for an eternity.
That's a tough break. I'm done talking to you now.
Hey, Floret. I have to pee.
Yeah? Hurry back, Moirol. I'm ready to head out.
My name is Morin. I've been watching you. You're the most interesting person in this place. I've got a booth over here in the shadows. Why don't you come sit with me?
In the shadows.
Some nights I come here and there's no one interesting to talk to. Some nights, there's just one person. Tonight it's you. Why is that?
You and I want the same things.
Do we?
Just the cars.
Do you know anything about art?
It speaks to the darkest places in me. What about you?
Do you know the artist Forta?
I didn't think anyone around here knew him. He's sublime. Art comes in many varieties. I've seen vids that were more powerful than a sculpture sitting in a gallery.
Do you know Vayenya?
My favorite. The 2 actresses on it are so glamorous.
I'll have to watch it.
Maybe we could do that together.
What do you think of the music here?
Dark rhythms, violent pulses. It stirs something primitive in me. What about you?
I'm curious about a band called Expel 10.
They get in my head and tear it to pieces. They're in concert soon. Maybe we should go together. You can lose yourself in the music here. There are ways to enhance that. You know?
What do you think of Hallex?
It slithers through my soul. Seems like we share some interests.
I've traveled all over the galaxy.
It changes you, doesn't it?
Real travel means going to dangerous places.
Where you can see and do things most people can't imagine.
Yes.
When I travel, I find myself drawn to dark, dangerous places.
Violent places?
Violence is the surest expression of power.
Violence is a means to an end. Power is that end.
Do you want to get out of here? My apartment is nearby and I want you alone.
Samara standing right there.
I was into dueling for a while. I love the moment you see it in your opponent's eyes. He knows you're better, and he's going to die. Have a Hallex if you want. But wouldn't you rather have all your senses be clear and sharp right now? I certainly do. A gift from a suitor. The statue's got more personality than he did. Still, he impressed me enough that he finally got what he wanted. It didn't end the way he hoped. I love any game where your opponent can believe he is about to win, just before you kill him.
Oh, it's in here? Okay.
I love clubs. People, movement, heat. I can still hear the bass like the drums of a great hunt out for your blood. But here, it's muted, and you're safe. Is that what you want, Shepard?
People feel safest right before they die.
It's true. We're never safe. I've never understood the fascination with safety. Some of us choose differently. Independence over submission? I think we share that, you and I.
We've both killed many times. But that's where the similarities end.
Why do you say that I've killed? What do you know? Let's stop playing games. Look into my eyes and tell me you want me. Tell me you'd kill for me. Anything I want.
Don't count on it.
But you... Who are you? Oh no. I see what's going on. The bitch herself found a little helper. Marin! Mother. Do not call me that! I can't choose to stop being your daughter. Mother. You made your choice long ago. What choice? My only crime was being born with the gifts you gave me. Enough, Marin! I am the genetic destiny of the Asari, but they are not ready to reveal this. So I must die. You are a disease to be purged. Nothing more. I'm as strong as she is. Let me join you. I am already sworn to help you, Shepard. Let us finish this.
Kill Morinth.
End of the line, Morinth.
And they call me a monster.
Find peace in the embrace of the goddess.
Yummy.
I am ready to leave this place and get on with my life. Are you ready to go as well?
Do you want to talk about what happened?
Shepard, what do you think I will say? What can I say? I just killed the bravest and smartest of my daughters. There are no words. I will try another time. For now, show mercy on a broken old warrior and let us leave.
I want to look around a bit more.
Very well. I will remember the day of Morin's birth. Tell me when you are ready.
Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. When it gives it the option to look around.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Alright. Only have to come back to Omega one more time, but I have to do a side quest first. For this guy. I can turn in that quest on the way to the Omega 4 relay, so. And assault rifle damage. Okay, what do you got for me, Kelly?
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need any. No messages for you, Commander.
My fish better not be dead, Kelly. The Normandy art, thanks. We retrieved our identity from the docking data aboard the Broken Arrow, yada yada. Thanks for not letting it crash into our planet. Okay. Let me just make sure that Kelly actually is feeding the fish. Good.
Morinth haunted my dreams and waking hours equally. For the first time in 400 years, I am free. I am a ruined vessel of sorrow and regret, but I am free. It is not a feeling I can describe.
Was it worth it?
It was never a question of worth, but of need. I had to take the action I did, as did she. This was never a story that would have a happy outcome.
You did your duty. What about your feelings?
One of my daughters is dead. My hopes, my dreams were all bound up in my children. Still, my feelings have always come after my duty. The same is true of you.
You said that Morinth was a monster, but she was still your daughter.
She was the strongest and smartest. She would not accept the injustice thrust upon her. She fought to the end. I am so proud of her, Shepard.
Killed her for being what she was.
And I would again. But I also know what it means to leave everything behind and fight. Do you realize that she went on the run at the age of 40? I do not know human years well, but it is very young for Asari.
What will you do now that Morinth is gone?
Assuming I survive your mission, I am a Justicar. Injustice still exists, and perhaps even other Ardat Yakshi.
There's no way to correct the condition Morinth had?
We are an advanced species, but we don't have magic. When the trait manifests at maturity, it is too late for mitigation. It only occurs in purebloods like myself. Perhaps that is the root of the stigma regarding Asari-exclusive pairings. I don't know.
I thought Ardat Yakshi were extremely rare.
Asari have spread to many worlds. There are remote regions with no government oversight. If I travel to those worlds, and they do exist, I will find them.
Morinth claimed that her condition was the future of the Asari race.
Morinth would say anything that served her cause. Ardat Yakshi are sterile, Shepard. That wouldn't be a particularly viable future for my people.
You don't want to settle down?
I did. I returned to my homeworld and tried to start a family. I will fight and struggle all my life. That is my fate. When I die, it will not be in bed. I am at peace with that.
You still control the direction of your life.
I have chosen this path. I truly am at peace, due in no small part to you.
Okie dokie.
No messages for you, Commander.
Alright, so I have to get ready for work, but let's see. Let me plan out where I'm going next. Looks like Jacob will be next, and then this side quest, and then Tally. I'll pick up the things from Ilium. Thane and Garrus, Grunt and Morden. So yep, next stream I will do as much of this as I can. It's just a matter of when I work and whatnot. So go to here so I remember. Anyway, I will be on. I have to get ready for work, so I'll be on tomorrow sometime, assuming I don't have another 13-hour day like I did yesterday. But maybe I'll get lucky and just be off on Friday like I was last week. So, thanks for watching. Follow my Twitter. It's on the right there. And when I go live, I always send out a tweet. So, yep. Have a good one.